Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and make sure to subscribe because I want to be uploading a bunch of new videos. So I wanted to make like a little birth story for you guys with my most recent birth. So like I mentioned in my other videos, I did have a baby girl. She was born in January of last year, and I was like, why not share my birth story? I mean, I felt like that would be kind of fun. Okay, so I remember I was told that my due date was going to be around January 6th. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I'm like, it would be cool if I had like a New Year's baby. I do have my first son is a Christmas baby. He was born on the 25th. I'm like, okay, that'd be cool if she was born in January 1st. But I do remember it was right after Christmas. And I was like, oh, maybe my baby will come soon. But I was a little nervous because my parents were out of town, and yeah, they were the ones that usually would always take care of my son. So I was a little nervous that she was going to come before my parents got back. I think my parents were supposed to get back like January 3rd, so the day, yeah, January 3rd. So I was like, oh my goodness, what do I give birth? But I already had it set up that my sister was going to take care of my son just in case my parents weren't here when I gave birth. So I remember it was like a couple of days after Christmas, and I was like, I have not had my baby. I'm like, I feel so exhausted. It was like almost at 40 weeks because my due date was January 6th. So I was like when you're gonna, when like your body knows that you're gonna give birth, you go into like nesting mode, like full on nesting mode, which means that you try to clean everything, get everything ready for the baby, get your bags packed because your baby's gonna come soon, and if you don't have anything ready, then it's gonna be a freaking mess. So I did remember that I started getting like my bags ready, had my baby's clothes, everything washed, her crib and her bassinet were set up, swing, everything was set up. So everything was ready, and then I was like, I got, like, it was, I don't remember, it was like really close, maybe January 2nd. I was like, I got an urge. I was like, I really need to clean everything, like deep clean. So I remember I was cleaning the bathroom, and I was starting to clean the tub, and I was like, I don't know if I'm doing too much. What if I give birth like that day or that night of? And I remember I was like, but I really need to get this clean because then if after I give birth, I'm not able to do anything. And it's kind of going to be kind of hard with two babies. I have my 5-year-old, and then I'm like, and then a newborn. So I was like, I don't know. I was like, I need to get this done. So I remember I was scrubbing the crap out of the bathtub, and then I was like, oh, I feel really tired. So I remember I did that the night before. Got that done, and I was like, okay, it's time for bed. Got ready for bed, and then I do remember getting like a little bit of a cramp in my stomach like at night, and I was like, oh my goodness, what did I give birth right now? But then I was like, okay, like let's wait it out. So I remember I went to sleep, and then the next morning I had plans with my friend and her kids to go to the park. They used to love going together to the park. So I remember we took our kids to the park, and we were playing there for quite a while. And I do remember like getting some cramps in my stomach, or what I thought were cramps. So I did remember, I was like, okay, maybe it is cramps, maybe it's contractions. I don't know. It's been such a long time that I haven't had a baby, so I wasn't sure about it. So I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll let it be. If it gets worse, then I'll just go home. So I remember they played there for a while. I think over there at the park for an hour. And we were like, oh, the kids wanted to go get, I think, ices and like pizza. So we're like, oh, what about if we go to Target? And I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, it's right after Christmas, so there must be Christmas clearance. We can find things that, I think by then, I think it was like 90%. Yeah, it was 90%. So I remember we went to Target. The kids went to go eat pizza and drink Starbucks and stuff. And I remember like being there with my friend, and I was like, I think I'm getting contractions. She's like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I think so. But I wasn't sure because, like I said, I hadn't had a baby in such a long time. So we went walking. We're looking at like clearance stuff. Like I knew it was 90% off, so I was like, no, maybe I can find some things. And then me and her were looking for things. We found some stuff, and then I remember I was like, so yeah, I remember we went to go pay and everything, and I was like, no, I think these are contractions. I told her, and then she's like, are you okay? Do you want me to take you home? I'm like, no, it's fine. I'll be fine. I can drive. So I remember I got in my car and I was like, I was getting such bad cramps. I'm like, no, these are not cramps. I'm pretty sure these are contractions. Like a contraction like feels similar to a cramp, but not really. Like I remember it would start like, the pain would start like super light, and then it would go like super strong, and then it would go down and then back. So it was like back and forth. I was like, okay, yeah, these are contractions. There's no way that they're cramps. They feel completely different. So I remember driving home. I had my little guy, and then I remember getting home, and I remember texting my husband. I was like, no, I think we're gonna have the baby today. I was like, I've been getting contractions like all day since the morning. I'm like, they're not that strong yet, but I do feel them. And then he's like, oh, I'm on my way. I'm like, no, it's okay. I'll be okay. They're not that bad. So I was just home with him, with my baby, and then my husband got home. He rushed. He's like, okay, let me get the things ready. If you want to go shower and stuff. I remember I was home, and then my sister actually went to go pick up my parents from the airport. So I was like, oh my goodness, like my sister's not here. My parents are here. Like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So I was like, I felt like I was sweating. I was like, no, they need to be here. My sister needs to be here. My parents need to be here. Like, it's gonna be rough. But yeah, so I remember I texted my sister. I'm like, dude, like, I feel like I'm gonna have the baby. And she's like, oh my goodness. I'm just like, I'm rushing. We're trying to get mom and dad. I remember they got here, and they got here. I had my baby's things packed and all. So my sister and my parents took my son, and then I remember we're just waiting. Me and my husband were waiting it out. I think we were watching like I don't even remember what movie it was, but I remember laying down on the couch and it was so bad. The contractions were terrible. Like I literally could not even watch them. I don't even remember what movie we were watching. It was that bad. And I just remember like laying on the couch for a while. And then like it felt really bad. So I told my husband, no, I can't handle this. Like I think we need to go. Especially because I didn't want to give birth at home. Imagine that'd be bad. Or giving birth during like the car ride. Hell no. So I remember like rushing over there, and they already had told us like in our appointment like what to do, like what entrance to go through, because it was like late at night and nothing was open besides the emergency room. So I remember we went through the emergency room. They took us to like the labor and delivery room. And then we checked in. The nurse was a freaking jerk. She's like, did you call us? I was like, no. I'm like, she's like, well, you have to call us before you come in. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? I'm like, I feel terrible. I'm like, I didn't even have a number. They didn't tell us to call. But she was extremely rude. Like the worst service I have ever gotten. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like we pay hella to even have this insurance here. Like what the, you know? And I was in so much pain. I was pissed. And then the lady's like, okay, well, I'm gonna give you guys the phone number, that way next time you guys can call. So she sent it. Oh, they checked me, and then I wasn't dilated enough. I was like 1 or 2. So they send me back home, and they're like, okay, call next time. And I was like, okay, I guess. But so I went home, and then I guess we just waited it out. It was so bad. Contractions were terrible. And then until I felt like the contractions were closer together, that's when I decided to call, and they're like, okay, come in. So I remember I went and they checked me again. They admitted me, they checked me, and they're like, okay, you're like 5 centimeters dilated. So like after I think you're 4 or 5, that's when they actually let you stay. If you're like not farther along yet like that, they make you stay home and then like wait it out and then come in. So I remember I was there, and then we were moved to a different room. So they have like an exam room where they check you to see how dilated you are, and then from there, if you're actually staying, they admit you to a room. So I remember we were going to the other room, and we were just there. I remember I got ready, like you have to take like everything off and put on like a robe and like some warm fuzzy socks, and then you're just there for a while until you are like a little bit closer, like a little bit more dilated. I mean, nurses come in, and then like they check you and then make sure like everything is okay. But you're pretty much just there trying to wait it out to see how dilated you are. I remember the pain was so bad. A gas mask. I just remembered a gas mask. So they did offer so I didn't want to use any medicine at all. Like I wanted to be so natural because I don't know. I just had to do it that way. So I remember they did offer me the gas mask because I was in so much pain, guys. Contractions are terrible, but like after you have the baby, it's all worth it, like honestly. But going back, so I do remember I had such bad contractions, so they did offer the gas mask. I think they put it on me like twice, but yeah, I felt like it was forever. I felt like it was eternity to give birth. Like I was in labor for a really long time, but after that, I remember like I did feel like I was gonna give birth. Like there's like a feeling that you get like you need to push, but I was like, I don't know if I need to push or I need to go poop. So I remember I did go use the restroom, and that was nothing. The nurse kept telling me, no, that's like probably like an urge for you to push. So I remember we went on the bed, we were doing like some exercises, and then I remember one of the nurses was giving me like a massage for my back that actually helped with the contraction pain. And then after that, yeah, it was some long hours, but yeah, I gave birth. It was like, I don't remember how many hours in labor we were, but we were a really long time. But yeah, I just remember I kept pushing and pushing, and then I felt like the baby was not gonna come out. I felt like I was losing the strength, literally. But I pushed and pushed until the baby was finally born. And then we did have like I said, a baby girl, so I was super excited. And yeah, that was pretty much it. It was just, we were just so full of joy. And then I remember like after they give birth, they do like some tests on you and then some tests on the baby to make sure that everything is fine. They did those tests on her, and then from there they move you to the room that you're actually gonna be in. So we moved to the room that they admit you in, the room that you're gonna stay at. So we moved there. Sleeping with a newborn is so exhausting, but it was nice. It was definitely, I feel like it was different than the first time I gave birth, because I already kind of knew what I was gonna go through. Pretty much like you already know what you're gonna go through. So I remember we did all of that. Sleeping was super hard, but I mean, it was all worth it. Especially when like my parents came to visit with my sister and my son when he met her for the first time. He was so excited, and yeah, it was pretty amazing. I feel like being a mom is like the biggest blessing ever. Like I would not trade being a mom for anything in the world. Like honestly, like I live for my kids. I'm pretty sure a lot of the moms are like this, but yeah, I love my kids so much. They mean the world to me. Yeah, don't want to get emotional here, but yeah, I hope you guys like this quick little video. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Make sure to subscribe, join our little family, and see you guys next time.